There we go. Okay. Okay. Hi. Oh my god. I should probably take this off. Ooh, no. I should probably put that back on. My hair. Bonnet back on. Okay. Whoa. Whew. It has been 1 year. Oh my god. And so much has happened in 1 year. It's crazy. It's real crazy. Like, damn. Okay, so I'm going ahead and read what I wrote because that was the whole point of me doing this. So yeah. I don't think this is going to be as heartfelt as last year's I'm in love with April, because last year I was like, oh my god. But now it's like, now we're locked in. My camera just rudely cut me off. I'm trying to find a good angle where there's enough lighting. Okay, yeah, okay, so we're good now. Let me go on ahead and read this. She's already calling me like crazy. I'm gonna, I think she's done getting her hair done. My phone is not very kind to me today. Anyways, please cooperate. Please. I've got so much cutting out to do. But baby, I love you. No, I really didn't think we'd make it to a whole year though. Like, if I'm speaking from the heart, I didn't know what to expect. We had this conversation last night, gearing up to our 1 year, where she was like, did you think we'd make it to 1 year? Or no, I asked her, did you think we would make it to 1 year? And I'm like, what did you expect? And she was like, I have no idea what to expect. And honestly, I think this is the first relationship where I really was just like raw dogging it in there. Like, let me just give it a shot, you know? And honestly, I just feel, I don't know how to feel. Like, I'm like, not in a bad way, but in like a, like, I just feel so, like, relaxed. Like, it's so weird. I just feel so relaxed and at peace. I am in love with a woman. And her name is April. Well, no, actually, her name is Teal Franklin. Teal Gloria Valerie Franklin. Hey, I got it! Yay! But I've been codenaming her April because she reminds me of spring. Even though she's a summer baby, she's got the spirit, essence, and overall personality of someone you'd assume was born in spring. Because when the weather breaks, she's one of the first people screaming at me about how she can't wait to go frolicking in some random park on a sunny day. 2025 was a very interesting experience for the both of us. It was a year of reckoning, reawakening, definitely healing, and learning how to be for the both of us, making us feel more aligned with one another. It was another year of learning how our past and our traumas are not a reflection of who we are today, and we shouldn't let that stop us from having an experience. And how we shouldn't let that stop us from having an experience. And not to sugarcoat it completely, but it definitely came with a lot of heavy sacrifices that almost killed me and pushed her into a corner where her light was unable to shine. Nonetheless, it brought us together and allowed us to learn more about each other in more ways than none. I learned how to be more in tune with my emotions and be more human. In fact, I think that's a challenge of mine I didn't want to come to terms with the fact that I struggled with until I met her. She always reminded me that I wasn't a robot who was accustomed to society, but a functioning human being who still has a lot of learning and unlearning to do in this lifetime. Everything I remember saying I was falling in love with her back in 2025 and 2024 still stands. If anything, it's gotten so much stronger since then. Feels like although she's been real with me since we met back in 2022, I've gotten to see the real side of her. I've seen her bloom, I've seen her break down and crumble, I've seen her build herself back up after breaking down, I've seen her flourish, grow, and prosper. Whether that's going into the community with her friends and family, getting the chance to travel across the state for work, or being in her element at work, and why is my mom calling? Hello? I've seen it all. And to be honest, she'd probably laugh at me if I told her that she would be thriving as hard as she is now back in 2024. But it's true. She's still growing and learning and still moving. She's still blooming with that annoyingly but adorable optimistic smile of hers. One that always rings in my mind and in my heart and continues to do so. One that I love to see as she grows into who she was intended to be, whomever that is. One that blossoms and glows all her true colors that can't happen to shine through in all her glory. Even when the parts of herself that she doesn't like, or the bits that she always nitpicks, like that lovely tummy, that sexy ass stomach of hers. Oh my gosh, baby, I love all of you so much. From your pretty ass face to your pretty ass toes. I actually wrote that in here. I love all of you from your head to your pretty ass feet. I forgot where I left off, but I'm going back. Anyways, more gooning. I mean, look at her. She's a goddess sent from heaven with the most stunning face card known to man. Yes. Beautiful personality that can make your heart melt either way. How down to earth she is. These words can't even explain how down to earth Teal is. Oh, I love her so much. She's just like home, like a cinnamon roll. A voice that's smooth like a Jolly Rancher and as sweet as a fresh set of freshly made cinnamon rolls. God, you're gay. And don't even get me started on the way she presents and carries herself. I love my woman. I love my woman. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. Even on her off days when she gets the most emotional and needs me the most, or the days where she's ready to call me, well, she's ready to call me out on some shit for whatever reason, it irks my whole soul, and it makes me want to just be like, woman, shut up! But I love it all the same. It draws me to her in a way I can't even explain. Feels like no matter what the circumstance is, I just want to be wrapped up in her orbit, and in her sunlight, and in her presence. I want to see her win wherever she goes. I want her to feel protected and loved wherever she goes and whichever endeavor she chooses to venture off on. Because I love her all the same and will never stop under any circumstance. I love who she is, the person she's been, and who she's growing into. I may not know what that looks like all the time, and it may not make sense to me, but I love it all the same. I love how different she is from me. And although she has her timid moments, I love that she'll never be afraid to stand firm in her truth and boundaries no matter what. If you guys hear construction that's going on outside, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. She doesn't give herself enough credit for that, and I don't know why, because that woman has no problem telling folks what she will and won't do, and I love that. A woman firm in her boundaries and knows what she wants. A smart ass. A smart ass. Yeah, she got a smart ass mouth. And she's stubborn as hell to a fault. Oh my god. I used to think I was a hard ass. No. Not the grammar police and critical queen. I can't even mention I made a typo in front of her anymore. But god, I love that too. She's so authentically her. Her words cannot even describe how much I love her and the feelings I feel when we're together. It feels like we're in rhythm with one another. Long distance cuddling, if you will. I think one of my biggest fears, aside from how far apart we are from each other, was us clashing and not being in sync with one another, or me loving the idea of her, or us both loving the idea of being with each other for an escapism or whatever. To be honest, I really didn't know what to expect, but I think my past experiences and still healing from my previous relationship made me worry that my next partner or any partner really wasn't going to be in rhythm with me. Even when we date and I'd say they're the one, there was a small part of me that would still worry something would break it off and we'd feel like strangers. But not with her. She's basically been my best friend and has seen a small glimpse of everything she's seen now. She's seen me butt-ass naked with hairs up my ass and even had to wipe my ass when I was down for surgery. And if that's not love, I don't know what is. And finding out my aromantic asexual identity as well, she's really warped my mind on what true love really is and what it looks like. Being with her hasn't just changed my perception on everything, it has gotten me to see my close peers as my loves too, and just fall in love with the concept of making friends again. Despite all my close peers my close peers being so far away. Why? But being with Teal for a whole year did a lot and made me realize and open my eyes to so much. Everything which was unexpected, unprecedented, and fucking confusing. Oh my god. 2025 was such a mystery and a sitcom. I didn't know what to expect when we first started seeing each other and easing our way into a relationship, or that morning I anxiously woke her up with a 10-minute voice message my therapist at the time told me was a bold move. Before we saw each other in person, I was scared that all those feelings were gonna falter and fade because of some infatuated feelings I thought I might have. But of course, I'm glad to be proven wrong and that sometimes all that shit is just in your head, cause I've got the prettiest goth baddie as a gift for listening to my intuition. Yet another thing being with my love has taught me, and you can always imagine how I felt watching the orchid repurpose her petals after shedding them carefully, blooming into yet another beautiful flower once more. Oh, I love her. It's 2026 and we're still in love with April. Probably gonna get married to her at one point in the future. We've already got the ring, so it's only a matter of time. If you like a thing, you should've put a ring on it. Can't wait to have more experiences, whatever that looks like. And to my April, my orchid, my koala bear, my bunny boo, my baby, my love, Teal, I love you so much. And I can't wait for more years to come for the both of us. I want this forever, I can't get enough. Hard to believe I even found some love. Diamond in the rough. Light up the dark like the fire I'm sparking up. Baby, when we touch, nothing even matters. No one loves me better. I want this forever. I can't get enough. Can't even picture my life without my girl. Diamond in the rough. Shining and bright and you might see the world. Baby, when we touch, nothing even matters. No one loves me better. I want this forever, ever. Yeah. Hey boo, I got a crush on you. So come and take my virginity, nigga. Take it. I love you, baby. I love you so much.